Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the bold analysis. The protocol officers or people who understand protocols should help me answer this question. Who is supposed to represent the president in an event? Is the president supposed to be represented by friends or someone within the portfolio? What is provoking me, or rather why I'm asking that question, is what happened at Paul Gicheru's burial. During his burial that was going on, burial ceremony, for the first time, William Ruto broke his silence over the death of Paul Gicheru. Why are we taking an issue why are we saying that he broke his silence? What was his relevance with it? Paul Gicheru was once William Ruto's lawyer, and actually William Ruto's classmate, schoolmate in the Kapsabet boys. So they are buddies. And he was facing allegations of interfering with the cases against humanity, where William Ruto, Joshua Sang, and some other four, including former President Uhuru Kenyatta, were charged. And after that, even at the moment this news broke up about his death, remember, for those who maybe are not listening to this for the first time, I analyzed and I did a video, 2 videos I think on it, that he took late lunch, then went to bed, and later on he was found not unresponsive, then police pronounced him dead. So investigation has been going on, but so far, as per investigation, what was done after postmortem is that they took samples abroad. They were to take samples abroad for toxicological tests, examination, but they ruled out anything on poisoning. So, today during that burial ceremony, William Ruto sent a message. The problem may not be the message. The problem is the messenger. Okay. In that, there were 2 leaders. UDA nominated MP Joseph Wainaina. The message was delivered by UDA nominated MP Joseph Wainaina, who invited Gicheru to read it out for the mourners. So, there is this Mount Kenya University founder, Simon Gicheru, who I don't know whether that is the new chief of staff or what is it, or is just a business person. He is the person that read William Ruto's message or condolence message to the family. In whose capacity? In what capacity? Why was someone interested? Why didn't it come from State House? And I've seen that people really talking. In fact, someone telling me, Kevin, why do you think it was so? Okay, so people want to know what was a bit of that. What was in that message. He said, "We have lost an indented lawyer who made a contribution to people's progression. Paul Gicheru Njoroge was a fine legal mind and a master of equal justice." Simon Gicheru read part of that condolence message. Now, I am even understand that they were forced to send another version of Ruto's original eulogy after they forgot the original copy in the car. So president's message, condolence message, which was given to someone to go and read in a burial, was forgotten in the car, and they had to read another one. Which one? I have checked Facebook, State House, both State House and one for Ruto. I have not seen them sending that condolence message. What will stop the president from just passing by, maybe their current home, making a visit, and just give their condolence directly to the family, or even just meeting the family and country to see those people, to see those photos and see that? I take an issue with why the messenger was someone who is not in the public space. And if you ask me, they did not want a state house representative. They did not want to send someone from the state house. Why do you think that happened? Ladies and gentlemen, can you subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our video. With making sure that that event is low-key, and I think I mentioned one of my analysis that I think on Paul Gicheru's story, the media did not cover it really too well because, well, that story had public interest, but the media have given it very low coverage. The coverage has not, attention has not been taken there, and you've been wondering why. But there was a ploy because the high-profile politicians, not to send high-profile, President Ruto could even send someone from his cabinet nominees or one powerful politician from Rift Valley, or even the governor of Nakuru, who was not there. Actually, Nakuru politicians never attended, not even that Kimani Ngujiri never attended, while that burial was in his constituency because the guy was being buried in Bahati. Politicians will spark the ICC talks that are associated because this guy was associated with the ICC stories. So with high-profile politicians, the talk of the ICC would have come, and of course they would have been seen as direct reps of the president. Especially people who are close to William Ruto, very close to William Ruto, would most likely comment over on the matter. And that will spark ICC talks. By then, people, maybe someone need to know how far was the ICC. After the warrant of arrest in 2015, he went to High Court. There was an injunction against his arrest. But last year, I think 2020, he surrendered himself to ICC, a move that was seen political, and he was processed. Then this year, the pre-trial conference on the charges of interfering the witnesses was done, concluded, and they are yet to give their verdict, whether acquittal, they was guilty. And of course, that to some extent that will impact on the rebirth of the other case. So that's just to the level it is. Other thing where I see status dissociated themselves with this is they wanted to divert media attention from the event. If this event was to be attended by powerful politicians from Rift Valley, powerful politicians from the State House, or from William Ruto's wing, then it will get very strong media attention. And that's why they opted to send someone who is low-key. I want you to imagine a situation where the condolence message was read by Murkomen. It will get that media attention. And of course, I can tell you that there was a sustained approach to make sure that media is not attentive or do not take keen interest over this story. And that has been successfully been done. But remember, this family of Paul Gicheru have also been involved in some conflicts. Because a church service that was held here in Nairobi, there was a report that it was only planned by the wife, and Paul Gicheru's mother did not attend. She had come out to say that Gicheru's close associate, I think the wife, was really, she was blaming the wife to have been accessory to that. Even though the wife have said, I cannot do something like that. And I mentioned in my video that on people's death, I don't think it's good to start pointing people's heads, say so and so. I don't really appreciate that. But the bottom line here is the family have had different factions where some people blame the other people, and that would have, so with the presence of high profile presence, I'm even sure that only few people knew that William Ruto had sent a condolence message. Otherwise, it would have seen dramas where he's reading and people are shouting and so and so. We've seen some mobilization. So the family conflicts about the death. Remember, at one point, even at postmortem, the people who did not want postmortem and someone was insisting on postmortem. So these stories have been there, and I think the situation was a bit polarized. So the presence of high-profile leader in that, it would have exploded. Lastly, Ruto had kept silent over his death. State House kept silent, never responded, never posted, not anything, not never made public comment on the matter, and of course they had to keep silent because they will be seen as why now coming lastly, right? Coming lastly to attempt. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. And may God comfort the family of Paul Gicheru.